All right, so I'm just gonna start so I can enjoy the rest of this beautiful day. So, welcome to the Health Warrior Roundtable. Today is Saturday, March 24th, my Earth Day. Hey, and thank you for joining us. And we do this each and every week. We've been doing Saturdays. I think we're gonna start. Playing around with like the afternoons during the week because I know sometimes people can get on while they're at work, but the weekends tend to be tough if you're not home. And I know when the weather starts to get even, more nicer, most people are going to be outside and stuff. So we'll play around with that. But we do this each and every week to, for us to stay connected, to answer any questions that you may have, really give you that support, accountability, while you're on your health journey. Because, this world's not set up for us to be healthy. So the more places where you can connect with like-minded people and be around like that high frequency to, keep you on the path, keep you motivated, the higher your success rate. And it has helped me throughout my life to stay on the path, also because I work in the industry, it keeps me motivated to keep growing. But a lot of times when you don't stay connected to like a health community, it's so easy to fall off or to, be surrounded by things that you normally really wouldn't want to consume or do and so on and so forth. So, coming and joining us for our roundtables each week will help you to stay on the course even more. So with the Health Warrior Roundtables, I normally like to give shout outs. And I want to shout out some new health warriors that are joining the Health Warrior family. And then I also like to acknowledge some existing health warriors that are staying the course, doing their check-ins, where, you meet with Jamal and, check in to see how you're doing, troubleshoot. That helps you to stay on the course. In the years past, we would just have like monthly, you know, consultations or check-ins, or sometimes even longer if you weren't doing colon hydrotherapy sessions and you weren't coming into the office. And what we found is that so many people would fall off because if you're away from something, a few weeks and you don't have that habit established of kind of like course correcting yourself, it's so easy to fall off, and then you have the guilt, and then eventually some do come back and say, listen, I fell off and I need to start over. But unfortunately, a lot of people, because they feel so guilty, that they never come back. And we never want to establish Life Strength and Health as a place where we judge you, because we're here to help you no matter how many times you fall off. No one is perfect, and we're really here to help you, not judge you. So if you even fall off when you're coming and doing the check-ins, it's okay. Like, let us know, be transparent so that we can try to assist you. Maybe your program was a little bit too strict for you, or maybe we need to tweak some things based on your lifestyle and your schedule. So make sure you continue to come in for your check-ins. We do them virtually. We try to take any obstacle out of the way for you to stay connected with us. And we do these Health Warrior roundtables. If you're a Health Warrior member, we have our forum, we have the private Facebook group. We really try to make ourselves accessible to you, so that we can really help you, and we're here for you. So I want to shout out a new Health Warrior member that joined the community, Jacqueline Muriel. She actually just joined today. She signed up for a program. So Jacqueline, welcome to the family. You're going to get a series of emails kind of walking you through what to expect in the next coming weeks. I'm sure before you left, you scheduled your program start date. But if you haven't, make sure you schedule that so you can come in and sit with Jamal to start your program. Make sure you schedule those check-ins and really stay connected with us. Okay. I want to shout out some existing health warriors that are either, progressing, staying the course, doing their check-in appointments. I really want to commend you, and I can never acknowledge this enough. You want to celebrate your small victories as well as your large, because we don't celebrate ourselves enough. You know what I mean? And it doesn't have to be this astronomical achievement in order to be celebrated. Like, celebrate yourself for being consistent with your check-ins and following your protocol as much as you can. Like, celebrate that, okay? Because that's so important. So I want to acknowledge Keandra Robinson, Zola Rodriguez, Courtney Baez, Karen Ann Brissett, and Chris Linton. Congratulations, guys. Keep on the course. No matter how difficult it may get, no matter how overwhelming it may be, just keep taking one step in front of the other and stay connected with us. And we know you can achieve your health goals. So just stay connected. We commend you. Congratulations, and keep going strong. Okay, so the next thing I want to discuss, and I'm just looking at the chat from Tina. Yes, we don't celebrate ourselves, right, Tina? Like, I don't know why everything has to be like you have to win a Pulitzer Prize in order to be celebrated or win some award. Just following your protocol for the day consistently, doing it 2 days in a row, like whatever your achievement is, we need to really celebrate it. We really do. Because sometimes, most of the time we could be so hard on ourselves, and the voices that we have in our heads, let me get it to focus. Okay. The voices that are playing in our heads sometimes, if we really said that to other people, or we really listen to what we're saying, it could be so detrimental. So, yes, tell Keandra I shouted her out. Yes. So yes. Okay. The next thing I want to do is mention this week's prize. Last week each week we give out a free prize at the end. We pick a random person that joined us live and we give them a free gift as a thank you for joining us, and to celebrate you for making that commitment and taking your time out throughout the day. So last week it was Stevia, and Larry got that. So Larry, I know we have that on the shelf for you. When you're ready, come into the office to come pick it up. But if you don't live close, we can always mail it to you. But this week, the prize is some rosemary oil. I don't know if you can it's a little bright. So rosemary oil. Rosemary oil is, a great oil. It actually adapts to what you need, but it's good for hair growth, for memory. It's good for muscle soreness. So this is really excellent during the de-stress challenge to incorporate this for meditation or in your baths, or, getting a massage. I incorporate this in the all-in-one massage. I use this oil. So this is the free gift that we will be giving away to one lucky winner today, who at the end of this Health Warrior Roundtable will be acknowledging who that winner is. Okay. Let's see. The next thing. Oh, I always like to let you guys know about any new content we've released. And this podcast episode was episode 80. And we interviewed Lisa Hendrickson Jack. She's from Toronto, Canada. And I found her a few weeks, maybe a couple months ago, because I am a podcast connoisseur. We podcast, but I've been listening to podcasts for all various topics, whether it's health, business, mindset, comedy. There's so much great information out there. And for me, I don't have a lot of time to watch TV. And so listening to podcasts is great while I'm driving, cooking, what have you. I can listen to it. And so we recommend that you listen to ours, of course, to stay in energy. But Lisa has her podcast. It's called Fertility Friday. And it's all on the fertility awareness method, which I just found out about. And this information should have been taught to us in schools, women and men, because this method really allows women to really connect with our bodies. And a lot of these things we're not taught. Every woman does not have the same cycle. And if your cycle is different than what they typically taught us in school, you would think that there's something wrong. So in this podcast interview, we interviewed Lisa, and it was a powerful interview. And it was like so long, or it was just so much content in that hour that we had to chop it up into 3 parts. So part 1 of that interview is episode number 80, and that's at livestrengthandhealth.com/80. And you can listen to that episode if you have not. And I recommend that you follow her. She interviews some amazing people all around the world, and it's so informative. And I would recommend, anyone to listen to it and to share it with, mothers, daughters. If you have granddaughters, like, this information should be taught to us. It's so empowering. And I really had a great time interviewing Lisa, and I'm so excited to share this content. And part 2 is going to come out Wednesday. Part 2 of our interview with her. So I definitely recommend everyone to listen to that episode, and please share it. And please share it to anyone you think will be beneficial. And I'm sorry, I'm just looking at what Tina wrote. Beneficial. I think it is if you're still, well, that is a great question. I think it would be good if you're still, like, I don't know where you're at in your cycle. Like, are you still kind of getting it, or did it completely stop? I think if it's oh, it stopped. Then I don't think it will be good. I think it's good to be aware of it, but I don't think that method applies to the postmenopausal. But I think it will be good for your granddaughter, something to pass on to her and to other women. But I don't believe, off the top of my head, that because I'm still learning about it. I read one book and I'm reading another one. But I'm thinking it would be beneficial to pass on. Like, I'm looking forward to teaching Soora this, because I wish I would have known this so much sooner. About the fertility awareness method. So, please listen and share that when you get a chance. And speaking of the podcast, I know we email it out, but if you listen to other podcasts, or you have a smartphone, you can always subscribe to our show. We're on iTunes. We're on Google Play. We are on Spotify. We're on iHeartRadio. So as soon as we release an episode, you get notified immediately. So that's another way. Or you can always go to the website and listen to it there as well. Oh, thanks, Tina. I curtsy you. I keep going back and forth. Okay. Another thing I want to mention is we were supposed to have our live training on Thursday, but we got so swamped here that we had to push our live training for all you Health Warrior members to Friday on the 31st. And I believe, let me just confirm, I think it's going to be at 2. Let me just make sure. Where we at here? 2:30 on Friday, March 30th. And we're going to be discussing how to properly transition into the spring, and also talk about our spring elemental detox. And even though we've passed, the spring equinox already, like, it's not too late to do a spring detox. I know some of us, we already are doing one, but if you're not, and you want to do something during the spring season, we're going to be releasing our spring elemental detox during that live training. And for Health Warrior members, the protocol and everything will be in the portal. You just have to get your products, and depending on your membership level, you'll get that rate. And for those of you who are not Health Warrior members, you can get that on our website, and that'll probably be done before Friday the 30th, probably the 29th. It'll be available on our website, or you can give us a call, because you want to be proactive. It's all about internal hygiene. It's all about being not behind the 8 ball. These are the things that help you stay on the course, especially if you feel like you fall off. Detoxing is such a great way to help you right that ship and help you feel great, fine-tune yourself, and definitely transition into the next season properly. Okay? So the next thing I want to talk about, or I want to mention, is the de-stress challenge. I want to say, kudos to all of you who are participating in the challenge. Even if you posted once or you're very active, Definitely keep going. We do not, we don't take time for ourselves. For me, this whole year is all about self-care. And whatever that is, if it's just me going to the gym, if it's me like doing my meditation, walking, quiet time, reading, listening to a podcast, whatever that is that takes you to that space of just unplugging, that's where we need to keep doing it. We weren't meant to be under so much stress each and every day, and our cortisol levels being so high. It really, really affects us. And we don't really understand how stress really breaks us down. We just know we feel stress and we deal with it because we have to, we live with it. But down the road, it just shows up as imbalances that occurs mentally, physically, and spiritually. It really does break us down. So I'm super excited about our de-stress challenge. We are seeing some great, some great participation. And I know the winner of it gets, I believe, an essential oil kit. Jamal is in charge of the prizes with that. But yes, the essential oil kit. So that the holistic health immune system kit was powerful. That was like $100 value. So this essential oil kit is going to be even the same level of powerfulness. So make sure that you stay committed to the de-stress challenge. Let's say you don't win it, at the end of the day, at least you will feel better. At least your stress level, you will have a habit in place that you can go back to for de-stressing yourself. Like this, you're doing this for the challenge, but you're really building a habit for a lifestyle. So continue to keep pressing forward, keep implementing those stress strategies that were laid out for the contest. And we're proud of everyone. Okay. So the next thing I want to talk about, I don't know. Let me just see. One second here. Okay. Let me check one thing. Okay, so I'm going to open the floor up if anyone has any questions. Oh, wait a minute. I'm here. I think Jamal is still, I'm trying to go back and forth between Facebook and Zoom. So bear with me. I'm on a one-woman show right now. Okay. Let's see. I have to go back and forth. I think Jamal will be joining us in a few minutes. Ooh. When I need the center to go off, it it doesn't. And then when I don't, it comes on. Yeah, so I'm going to open the floor up. If anyone has any questions about their program, just anything related to the center. It doesn't have to be just programs. I see Sek Ray on here. I was going to send you an email about your the mushroom coffee and cacao. Because of the storm, it's coming, but it's going to be sent here first, and then we're going to send it to you. I did want to send you an email to give you an update on that. So I just wanted to let you know. Let me just see if Jamal's coming. Okay. All right. So I'm going to give Jamal a few minutes. I'm not sure if he wanted to share some stuff. I don't see any questions. Oh, here we go. Oh, no, hurry. I know. That's so true. But, I'm excited to try it myself. Okay, iCurtis asked, do you think you will be accepting medical insurance for payments anytime in the future? Well, I mean, we do accept HSA and FSA payments, um, which is it's an acronym for health or flexible spending account, FSA, and HSA is health savings account. So we do accept that type of insurance and that's just kind of where you deposit money each week into an account that's specifically for medical insurance for medical expenses. And then they give you like this debit card. And then when you go to your doctor, you get a prescription filled, you could use you can use the card to make a purchase. We do accept that. In terms of medical insurance, I'm kind of on the fence. I've heard so many horror stories of if you go that route, you know, a lot of people will come to us, but the turnaround in terms of when that money is released to us, like I know some doctors wait weeks or months to get paid. And so, you know, we're not charging as much as a doctor is, like a traditional Western medical doctor, in terms of like an office visit, which for them it could be like $500 just to sit and say hello. So I'm not close to it. Some of the things that we do offer, they wouldn't really cover, but I know massages, maybe nutrition, maybe even hydrotherapy, but I'm not so motivated to even go down that rabbit hole, because I just like even some Western medical doctors that do some Eastern medicine things, they don't even take insurance. Like when you go to them, they want you to pay out of pocket, and then you can get reimbursed by your medical provider. But I just heard some horror stories. Um, oh, you had, yes, we still take them. I correct you. We still take the HSA and FSA cards. So if you ever get that again, that would be great. Um, okay. Okay. I'm sorry. I have a message from Jamal. He won't be able to join us because he has a client and they have a lot of questions. So he wants to give him that time. Um, but he did say he wants to give a shout out to all the active health warriors in the challenge and to keep up the great work. And he's super happy for them, for you, and proud of you. So I just wanted to give that little message. Okay, let me see if we have any other questions. Okay. Yeah, I'll stay on for a few more minutes. Any other questions? But I'm not close to the medical insurance, but I don't want to, that might just be a can of worms that we can't close. Once we open it, I don't know. I have to do more research, or maybe for some services I may be open, but yeah, I don't know if they would really support everything that we do. So we'll have to look at it. What about an app for the Health Warrior platform? Yes, I definitely, that is in the pipeline. You know what? I'll even be transparent and be open about, well, not even transparent, but just share some things. I'm always thinking about ways to make it more effective, and easier for people to use, because I'm really a tech savvy person, and sometimes I take for granted, and then I've built it. So I take for granted when you're, you know, what's that saying by Les Brown? You can't see the picture if you're in the frame. So I'm in the picture because I'm building and I'm behind the scenes. I'm looking at the code and stuff like that. So sometimes the user part of it, I need more feedback on. And so when I take a step back and say, okay, if I'm new to life, strength, and health, if I'm new to living this lifestyle and I sign up for the membership, how would the membership take me from A to Z, and how could it assist me each step of the way? And so I'm working on some things to kind of give like a roadmap for people and to help people to navigate around the site better. Because there's a lot of information and it's only going to keep growing. And so I don't want to overwhelm people because it's, if you have all this information but you don't use it, it's not beneficial. So I want to give people a roadmap to take them through. So if you, once you sign up, it's like, okay, what path are you on? Are you a beginner, intermediate, advanced? Are you someone who's going to do it on your own? Are you working with us? Just to kind of get more clarity on how to use the site and navigate through it. But I do think an app is definitely coming down the road. The app is mobile friendly. I mean, the website is mobile friendly, but definitely an app is down in the pipeline. And I'm actually going to probably kind of change the site up a little bit to make it even easier to use, because we are in the process of going through a rebranding, a rebranding process. So we're getting our logo redone. We're going to have our site redone to really attract more of our target audience, which is, older women, professional women, more of a softer feel. And I can share this with you guys because you're family, right? You're the Health Warrior family. So we're doing that now. So once we do that with the site, I'm going to be changing some things up with the layout and design of the membership, to just make it more user-friendly, more easier to consume the information, to navigate around. And definitely the app would be a nice addition, because most websites have an app that makes it so much easier to use on like your tablet or like a smartphone. Let's see. Okay. Oh, hey, Linda, how are you? Thanks for joining us. She said she'd agree with our Curti that I would use it if it were more on my phone. Okay, thanks for the feedback. Thank you, Curti, for saying it's a good website. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears went into that, but I'm definitely, I can be very objective because I'd rather get the feedback. It's not like my child where I'm like, what are you saying about my child? I'm doing it for you. So, and I really think like this is, what is it? Health Warrior Platform 1.0, but I can't, it's just version 1. So as we keep refining it and getting your feedback, it'll be very beneficial. And actually we have 2 courses. I know we've been promising these courses, but this time it gets so busy, and I'm grateful. It's no complaining. We have 2 courses. One it's called To Vegan or Not to Vegan, how to properly eat a plant-based diet. So that's going to be coming out soon. And one on detoxification. Those 2 courses are almost done. So they'll be edited and added to the membership site soon. Let's see. Any other questions? Oh, what recipe? Well, I know some of us are fasting, but what recipes would you guys like to see or learn to make? Or I'm very open to suggestions. I'm breaking my fast tomorrow, but I've been in this zone of like Indian food. I don't know what it is. When I fast, I'm in a great zone. Like I know tomorrow, I feel like tomorrow is like my last day, then it will be like more of a detriment. But I get so inspired with, I don't know if you guys do, I get so inspired with recipes when I fast. Like I could watch YouTube videos on making certain things. Not that I want it, but I'm like, okay, I'm going to put this in my meal plan. And I don't know, I'm inspired with Indian dishes. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to make a salmon tikka masala, and I'm going to make a aloo gobi. Oh, okay. Curti says injera. Oh, you know what? I did take a Ethiopian cooking class a few years ago, and I did learn to make injera. I have not made it since then, but I will put that on my list right now. Okay, let me put that injera. I love Ethiopian food. Oh my goodness. Like, So I think I need to put that down, and I need to probably put some Ethiopian dishes, because that is just whole foods. It's just home cooked meals, that type of feel. If you've never had Ethiopian food, and if on your program you could have it. But they do have Walia and South Orange if you're in New Jersey. They have a gluten-free. They have the one made from teff, which is authentic grain from Ethiopia, but it's gluten-free and it's fermented. So most programs you could have that depending on what you're doing. But that restaurant, oh my goodness, amazing. But yes, so Ethiopian food. I know, Chi. Yes, she said I'd love to be able to cook with it, the oils we recommend. I know. Um, oh, beet hummus. Oh, that's a good one. Beet hummus. Okay. I've never had that. Okay, beet hummus. Actually, did I? I think I did. Okay. Oh, you're obsessed with beets. That's great. I know Mentu shared with you guys in his impromptu uh, hangout about my beat incidents. And yes, I can laugh about that now. For those of you who were not on the hangout, when I first started my health journey, I started with juicing. That's all I did. That's the only thing I changed. I started incorporating. I think I started with my first juice was a carrot juice, and I was so proud of myself. Oh my goodness. And so then I started to incorporate more, like vegetables, and beets are really good for detoxing the liver. And I remember him saying, just do a quarter of it, a little slither, just add that to your juice. But I'm like, wait a minute, I'm going gun ho, like I'm feeling great. And I juiced the whole bulb of beets, of one beet. And when I tell you, I broke out like all on the side of my face. I think it was my right side. It was just like this cluster of whiteheads. Oh my goodness. I mean, it was rough. It was I had to I was in corporate at that time to go to work. And I know my bosses and my coworkers were like, what the heck is going on with you? But anyway, so beets are good. I digress. So, okay. So I'm looking at some of the, snack ideas. Yes. Linda says snack ideas. I'm thinking about eventually bringing on, we have a client that is a chef to do some more professional videos, take it up a notch, because I can't do everything right. But I do love to cook. Let's see. So snack ideas, that's okay. Definitely. Oh, a healthy or gluten-free cornbread. Yes. I keep saying this, but I want to get into more fermenting. So like sourdough breads, sourdough pancakes, that will be good too. So I'm going to write all this down. Snack ideas, be Jira, Ethiopian. I think we're going to add more drinks and smoothies. For those of you who don't know, Jamal is like a barista. He's a smoothie king and juice king. He just has a gift for doing that. I like to make food, but let's see. Snack idea. Okay, so I think I'm gonna put more desserts too. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I like healthy desserts, because sometimes you just need something sweet. Let me just see over here some of the other things. I'm gonna go back and forth here. Yeah, Curtis said that's on my program. Yeah, fermented dishes. I did on this fast, I'm doing a lot of kombucha, things with probiotics, and I can really tell a difference, especially during the fast, to consume those things. Yeah, drinks are a good idea, like smoothies, right? Because a lot of times when people are transitioning to eating healthier and they have to kind of stop most of the things they were doing, it's so overwhelming to create everything new yourself. So if you have options for like smoothies or breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, that's why I really want to inundate the food library in the portal with recipes. We incorporate recipes in the programs that we give, but it's just like a starter. But eventually you get so tired of those things. Like there's I'm going to add, it's a chickpea tuna for those of you that can have chickpeas. Especially every once in a while. There's a chickpea tuna that I'm going to add probably next month too. I'm trying to think anything else. Condiments. I'm going to think about that. You guys, this is really a good help, guys. Condiments, like sometimes making your own mayonnaise or ketchup. There's a mayonnaise that I like. I think it's Primal Kitchen, I think. But that thing is like $8. So after a while, it's great to be for convenience sake, but if you can make it for $2, why not? But I'm going to start looking into condiments as well. Oh, Linda asks, would you know where I could find a SCOBY? Because I know, I need to put that on there. Before I answer your question, Linda, we used to make our own kombuchas. I'm going to have Jamal do a class on that. We made our own SCOBY. It's a process. To do your own. So I know Jamal can help you with that. If not, if you don't want to grow your own, if you don't want to grow your own, someone who has one could give you some of theirs. That's, your best bet. I know our former yoga teacher, Liz, she was making kombuchas and her SCOBYs were getting out of control and she was giving them away. So I can put the feelers out there for people in the health warrior community, especially those who are watching the replay. Anyone out there making kombuchas, if you have some extra SCOBY that you can donate. But I know that's what some people do. They get it from someone that's already brewing their kombucha, or you grow it yourself. And I can ask Jamal about that. Or maybe next time you talk to him, maybe he can share with you how to do it. That was his pet project. I just drank it. But I do know that it's not hard to do. It's just like a process that you have to nurture. I know you have to just keep feeding it, but I'm probably like not helping at all. So I will ask Jamal to put some information in the group about that, or in the forum on the portal. Oh, great. Okay. So maybe, I'll talk to Jamal about putting some information out there on how to do it. But I know he did do that, and that ours grew so big. And then I don't know why we stopped. I don't even remember why we stopped making it. But that SCOBY, it was like 2 inches thick and like that wide. It was huge. It was kind of scary. But I will definitely talk to Jamal about that. Chi-Chi says Bragg's makes a bottled salad dressing off the shelf. Yes, that's like the only one that that you can have pretty much that's out there. Yeah, Bragg's they do make a bottled one that has all the good oils. Other than that, you just making your own. But yes, that Bragg's one is really good. Let's see. Anything else? Question, are you guys into natural? Of course you are, but I'm thinking about bringing some people on the podcast to interview them about natural skincare products. So it's a couple companies. Some are new, some have been around. Now I'm thinking about interviewing some of the founders. And so just let me know if you guys will be interested in learning about that or hearing from them. There's a company actually that makes skincare products from taro, with animal fat. And I'm going to get some samples from them to test it out, but there's a lot of good benefits to putting that on the skin. So I'm reaching out to some people because we really want to get a lot more interviews. We kind of been doing it ourselves or just me, but we want to bring on some more guests to interview and to learn, because I learn too when we bring guests on. So yeah, just putting some feelers out there about that, some skincare products. I know we're going to be doing another course too on personal care or just products in general, because there's so much, misinformation, a lot of deception, as we've mentioned in some previous trainings and podcasts about products. So we want to educate everyone so we're not duped thinking that we're using healthy stuff when it's not, right? So let me see. Any other food items? Salad dressing. I'm going to put that on. Salad dressing. For those, because Jamal and I, we only consume in terms of animal products fish, but would anyone be open to other meat dishes? Because I would bring on other chefs, especially for the portal. I would bring on other chefs to do recipes for us. I don't eat red meat, but if that's something that you guys are interested in, we definitely want to provide that. So would you guys want to see more recipes outside of fish? Because that's just kind of like my wheelhouse right now, seafood and and fish. I couldn't do chicken or anything like that. But would you guys want to see that? Let me know, because I will definitely reach out to some people to prepare that for us, and I can add those recipes to the portal. So just let me know. Is that something that you guys will want to see? Because Jamal and I have been plant-based, and recently, as of within the past year, converted to more of a pescatarian diet. I don't even like to keep putting terms on it, but that's how most people understand it. But I'm thinking about, really just making it a full experience and filling out the recipes. Hey, Roxana, thanks for joining us. Okay, Roxana says yes. Akurti says chicken. Okay, so I'm going to put this down. Fish and seafood. Okay. Food, chicken. Yeah, so we, as I mentioned earlier, we were going to be bringing on other chefs to make some recipes, especially things that I don't make because I don't know how to make them, but we'll know the ingredients. We'll, of course, make those healthy, because a lot of stuff online, they just use some things that, it could be better. So we'll just take some recipes, tweak it, just make it more healthy, and put that into the portal. So definitely we will add more fish, seafood, and chicken recipes. Oh, and one thing I want to pick your head about. Okay, I'll come back to your question, Linda. One thing that I want to ask you guys is, I know like 2 years ago, we did the 1-day retreat in the beautiful mountains of Washington, New Jersey. And, it was a great event. I mean, I had a great time. We had great feedback. And the years past, we started to do it, but we didn't promote it enough. So, we didn't have it the past 2 years. And so, we're thinking, there's a couple of things. My mind is always got, spinning and going. We're thinking about doing like a 1-day kind of shut-in, and we're trying to think of another word, at the center in the office. Maybe it'll be something every change of season where one day, probably maybe a Sunday or something like that, or a day that we're closed. We'll have a limited amount of people. We're thinking like 10 or maybe a little less. And it will be like a day for you where it's about relaxation, rejuvenation, and you will come in, the food, we would have it catered. It would be, good, healthy food, delicious, healthy food. And we would do like lecture, like maybe one health lecture, it would be some type of body work involved. And this is including the price. So maybe every person would get like a 30-minute reflexology session. We would do yoga. We would even, we're thinking, because laughter is healing, we would have a comedian come in. But it's really like a day of, for you, a day to unplug, a day to just kind of just be in your own space, to laugh, to just, just rejuvenate and eat great food, because that's important to me. So we're thinking about doing that soon, actually. So we're putting feelers out there. So I'm like, maybe I'll just ask you guys, would that be something that you're interested in? It would just be like a full day, let's say 9 to 5 on like a Sunday when we're closed. And like, it would just be that day for you of pampering, rejuvenation, nurturing. We would do meditation, of course. And like I said, a health lecture, some laughter, some relaxation. So let me know if that's something you would be interested in. And we would have it, like I said, maybe once a season, for you, like stress is like a major thing. It's a common denominator we see with so many people that come through our doors, and we don't even know how to like unplug and relax. So this is something that will make you do that, and you will be around good people and good company. And all you had to do is just show up. You didn't have to bring anything. You didn't have to pack anything. Just show up in comfortable clothing and just turn your phone off and disconnect from the world. So I'm looking at the feedback. Yes. I'm down for that. I'd be in for that too. Great. Oh, thanks, Roxana. Yeah, Roxana came to the retreat. She said it was an amazing experience. Yes, like an in-house chill day. Yes. Kirsty says I'm in for that. I'm looking at Roxana's comment about the food, maybe even traditionally indulgent food, but a healthy version. Yes, Roxana, I'm thinking about that, especially with desserts or even, like you said, traditionally indulgent food. So yes, definitely we'll think about those foods to add. Linda, oh, sorry, guys. Linda asked what foods are good for magnesium. And let me let you know what that is. So some foods, dark leafy greens are good. Dark chocolate. Zilly has a nice dark chocolate bar sweetened with stevia. If you guys don't know, I use that in all my recipes that I need chocolate. Almonds, pumpkin seeds, avocado is good for magnesium. Yogurt or kefir. What's another one? Banana is okay. That's a go-to. Sardines. Yes, sardines, I believe. These are all good sources, but the plant-based would be dark leafy greens, spinach, Swiss chard. Almonds are good. Pumpkin seeds, black beans, like I said, avocado. These are all good sources of magnesium. Okay. Let's see. Anything else? Okay, let's see. I'm just reading some of these comments. Yeah, I'm happy to get some good feedback. I'll let Jamal know that we got some great response for the 1 day shut-in. We'll probably come up with another word, something we're very big on the wording for that. But I wish I could go and not work it. But just to be in you guys' company for those who can come, it'll be great. Let's see. Another question. We're thinking of also doing, is anyone interested in a group personal training class with Tanika? Tanika actually went on our wellness retreat 2 years ago, and we also interviewed her on the podcast about physical fitness. And Tanika is a full-time personal trainer. She we used to go to the gym that she trains at, but she's a very good trainer. Her style of training is like functional training, and she's very good, and she can work with anyone. And she is very open to coming to the center maybe once or twice a week, and doing a group training class. And I think a group training class, is so beneficial because one, a lot of times people need that group element to keep them going and motivated. A lot of people, it's tough for them to work out on their own. Two, it's more economical because you're in the group setting. It would be in the lounge area in the back. So something else we're kind of toying with, and definitely yoga, just kind of do more active stuff at the center, with the space that we have. So let me know if maybe that is something that you may be interested as well. And then yoga, I think we're trying to find another teacher for that. In the meditation classes, I think we're trying to bring that back as well. So a lot of things coming down the pike. But let me know if the group personal training classes maybe an option, maybe like once a week. I know personally working with the trainer, for those of you who don't know, Jamal is a personal trainer. He was a full-time personal trainer and then transitioned more into becoming a naturopath. And he went to college for exercise physiology. So he's very well versed in it. So I'm very fortunate to have a partner that's a personal trainer, because I don't want to think when I go to the gym, just tell me what to do. I don't want to think when I go. So it's and I know for me over the years, it's so beneficial because it's a science to it. And a lot of times people go to the gym and they're overwhelmed. You're doing all this work and not getting any results, or you injure yourself. So definitely, having that help with personal training, at least a baseline, and then you do something outside goes a long way. And also some people are self-conscious about going to the gym. So coming to the office, it's very private and intimate. So that's something to think about as well. Roxana says meditation will work for me. Yes. Yeah, we had a lot of great feedback from that. So I think we definitely have to get back on the horse with that and implement that back again. So anyone have any other questions before I announce the winner of today's the prize, the winner of today's prize? Each week we will be giving away a free prize to someone. One lucky winner will pull out to give a prize, and this week is rosemary oil. And this is actually great for the de-stressor challenge. So this is going to be today's prize, and each week we'll be giving something out. And even on the live trainings for the membership site, we will be giving away prizes there as well. And they're going to get even bigger and better. So right now it's products, but eventually it's going to be coupons and gift certificates and gift cards and just anything health related. And it doesn't necessarily have to be at Life Strength and Health. We're going to start amping it up a little bit, just to give everyone incentives to join us live. Yes. Let me see some other things. Kirti says she works with a trainer and we always clash regarding my protein intake. So if I lived in the area, I would. Oh, wow. Sorry to hear that. They think that you should get more protein, or the source of your protein. What are you guys clashing about? You can always talk to Jamal too. And Roxana says a baseline personal training plan. Yes. Oh, that might be something to think about. Yeah, it might be. Let me write that down. That might be something to think about. A lot of great ideas, I tell you. Okay, more protein. Talk to Jamal about that, because I know a lot of trainers, they like get so protein like happy. But it's really the source of your protein, because if you consume clean protein, um, you don't need as much, you know? Yeah, sorry about that. Hopefully you're enjoying their workouts though, and it's worth that little bit of frustration, you know? Okay, let's see what else we got here. Uh, okay, wait, I think Jamal might be joining us. Let me see here. Oh no, I guess he's just in the chat. Okay. Jamal, did you wanna? Oh, thank you, Danny. Jenny says happy birthday. For those of you just joining, it's my birthday today. Hey. 43, feeling like 34. But yes, today is my birthday. I won't be really celebrating it until Monday when I'm off, but I am working in my business, what I love to do and I love to serve, so I wouldn't have it any other way. But yes, today is my birthday, feeling great. Coming off of the end of a detox, so I'm flying high. So yes, thank you, Danny. For those of you who don't know, Danny and I went to high school together, so we go way back. What is that zipper thing? Okay. Curdy says, what is that zipper looking thing on the left of the screen? That is my boom arm. It's what I use when we podcast. It holds the mic. So it's just the spring. I don't know if I could show you. It's a delay. Let me go to the other screen so you could see. Yes. So it's holding my mic. So it's to the right side, clamped to my desk, and then it's holding my mic in place. Okay, let's see what else we have. Jamal says it's my 50th birthday. Oh gosh. Thank you, Roxana. She says I look 23. Thank you so much. Chichi Pusep Nefer. What a wonderful occasion. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. I tell you, time flies. I can't believe I'm 43. Age is just a number to me anyway, but I'm like, wow, 43. I remember my parents turned 43. Chichi asks, speaking of personal training, how do I lose this annoying thigh fat? Well, Jamal, if you're in here, can you help? Because he's better with that stuff. But 40's a new 30. Hey, 40's a new 30. I know, right, girl? In terms of losing fat, I know a lot of people, when they think about losing fat, you think cardio. This is going to be my take. And then Jamal, you can also chime in as well. When you, a lot of people, not you personally, but when a lot of people think of losing fat, they think cardio. But muscle is what burns fat. So, and a lot of women, it's not in our natural nature to do a lot of weight training. Because some people, it's just not fun. It could be painful for some people. And then it's a misconception that you're going to bulk up. But a combination of like resistance and cardio coupled in with the diet is like the secret space, or the prime area you want to be. So I'm not sure, because I know you dance, Chi. I'm not sure like if you're doing any other resistance training, but I would look at that, because I know you're working with and doing a program, but I would look into that, like more so what kind of resistance training are you doing, or what's the frequency of you working out. Yes, Curti says Mentu had me doing weight training for that. Yeah, the weight training, the muscle is where it's at. Chichi said I was seeing some progress with weight training, but wasn't sure if it was really going to show. Yes, stick with the weight training. I mean, I can't say it enough. For me, that's where my stress is released. I'll do cardio, but I'd rather do cardio playing tennis. Like I can only do like 15 minutes on the treadmill before I'm like, and I listen to stuff while I'm on it before I get delirious. Like it's just not enough. But like functional training, resistance, calisthenics is good, but you need to put some weights in there. That is what burns fat. That's what gives you the shape that you want. The weight training. So I can't say that enough. And if you need more help, make sure you talk to Jamal about that. Jamal says, I'm finishing up with a client, but you're doing a great job. Thank you so much. Holding it down the best I can. But yes, the weight training, but definitely that would be beneficial for that. Let me see something here. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have Jamal, she says, Purdue, I'm planning to get back to my weekly body scrum. But yes, you cannot, like, we always have to keep weight training. And that definitely helps with so many other things. Like that needs to be a natural part of when we're active, like the weight training. And it gets easier. I mean, some people don't like it. And it's not like you have to get in there and you like, grind. But, you want to feel that burn. And you want to lift some weight. Like don't, for some people, depending on how strong you are, but don't be afraid to push the right way. Like if you have some supervision, like, watch your form and stuff. But don't be afraid to kind of, push that weight a little. You'll be surprised what we can do. And if you need help with like exercises for that, make sure you reach out to Jamal for that, because he can definitely help you with that. Okay, let me see. Okay. Oh, I think Jamal is here. But let me make you a co-host. Can you hear me? Oh, okay. Wait. I think he's joining us, everyone. Okay. You can hear me, right?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay.
You can hear me?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
We're having a great time. We have a lot of great feedback about the 1 day shut-in.
Okay. We just gotta set a date.
Yeah, we just set a date, but we got a lot of great feedback. I'm looking in Facebook. That's wait 1 second. But yes, the 1 day shut-in. We were talking about we just started talking about there was some questions about like leaning out and like losing fat in certain areas.
Okay.
And we were talking about weight training and how that's like beneficial.
Yeah.
A lot of people tend to just go towards cardio.
Yeah, you can hear me okay, right?
Yeah, though it won't go up.
Oh no, I didn't even try to hook it up. I just jumped on real quick.
Oh, did you connect your mic?
Yeah, my mic's hooked up.
Oh, you can just hold it in your hand.
Yeah, my bar's not hooked up.
Oh, okay.
But
Wait, talk a little louder.
Okay, hold on. So yeah, me and Kim talk about it all the time in regards to just like the whole kind of cardio myth, right? When we think about exercise, we think about exercise from a mainstream perspective. A lot of times when we think about when we're doing exercise, we're thinking about like what we're burning at the moment, all of the calories that we're burning at the present moment. But it's two different ways to look at it. So when it comes to exercise, right, you have like calories that you burn at rest. And when I say at rest, what I mean is like when you're sleeping, like right now when you're just kind of sitting and cooling out, there's a certain rate of calories that you're burning. Then And then there's a certain amount of calories that you burn when you actually hit the gym and you're doing cardio, where you go outside and you're doing all of these different activities, right? So those are two different ways that you actually burn. So what the average person tries to do is they try to kill themselves by like going in and doing all of this cardio. I was talking to some clients, and when they're in beast mode, they'll spend, 1 hour, sometimes 2 hours doing cardio. Like they'll go do an hour in the morning and do cardio, and then they'll come back in the evening and they'll do cardio. And all of that is cool and everything, but you're overtraining, right? You're doing too much training, because what happens is once you get past like 30 minutes of intense cardio training, you start to raise your cortisol levels. And when your cortisol levels raise, your body starts to like hold on to fat. So too much cardio is really not a good thing. The reason why I'm more of a fan, I like the combination, but the reason why I'm more of a fan of weight training is because when you weight train and you build muscle, what you're doing is you're increasing your rate that you burn calories all the time. So like weight training has an effect on your health 24 hours a day. So the more muscle you have, the more weight you're burning per hour, every hour, as opposed to just going crazy in the gym and just having that one session of burning all of these calories. So I'm not saying don't do cardio, but weight training, resistance training, not necessarily barbells, but resistance training to me should be a bigger part of your overall training. You want to do, when you think about doing like cardio, think about it more from a perspective of, when we talk about cardio, that's short for cardiovascular, right? So think more of, I'm doing this because I'm building up my heart health, not I'm trying to burn calories. So we want to get out of that old paradigm of exercise that was kind of like back with like Richard Simmons and Jane Fonda and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like the science has progressed a bit. So we want to look at working out a little bit differently now. So that's my take on it. I think that, everyone needs to do some resistance work.
Right.
Yeah. Did we already give a shout out to the health warriors that's doing their thing with the
I mean, you could go
challenge?
deeper. I just kind of gave a general shout out. I gave a shout out to like people joining the community and people progressing along in their programs. But I didn't go into the actual thread and
Gotcha. Yeah. I just want to give a shout out because, you all are really, really doing your thing with the challenge here. Like I'm impressed with all of these wonderful de-stressing things that's coming up. To be honest with you, like out of every type of compliance that we get, the least compliance that we get overall is people taking time out to do things for themselves. Like how crazy is that? Like people, it's hard for people to take the time out to nurture themselves, right? When we always give to ourselves last. We give to everyone else, but we don't give to ourselves. And because of that, our health is actually affected. So this is your time. This is the time that you take out to do your thing. And looks like a lot of people are doing their thing. Linda Stewart, Mia, the Barros, Toya, Shireen, Ikurti, Ma'akara, Larry Dillon, Chi-Chi is doing the thing, Makiria, Leah Thornton, who else? Roxana is doing her thing. She's posting on a regular. Danny finally started posting. I'm glad you just jumped right in instead of waiting till Monday. I'm sure you're feeling the effects already. Who else? Gregory jumped in. He just joined the group and he just jumped right in. He's doing his thing. So yeah, y'all are killing it. So keep up the great work. Mike McCormick, he threw something in there. Our assistant Olivia, she jumped in. So like everybody that's doing your thing, keep doing your thing. This is for you. This is your time. It looks like Larry is the first person that kind of did his it looks like he might have did his
What do you
monthly
do?
challenge. He had a day of looks like he took a day to himself. Let me try to find it here.
That's gonna be me Tuesday
What did he do?
at King Sauna.
Where's Larry at here?
Oh,
Let me find Larry. What did Larry do? Larry,
nice.
where is he at? Oh yeah, he went to a movie. Okay, nah, he did. I think he might have did his weekly thing. He hit a movie up. He relaxed, listened to music, and did some meditation. So
Nice.
he did his like weekly one. So just so everyone knows, we're building up to something, right? So everyone has been posting like their kind of smaller things. That's your daily things, and then you have your weekly thing, which is bigger. So you post that. So you look under the weekly kind of challenges. So those are going to be bigger. That's something that's going to take anywhere from, 30 minutes to an hour or more to do. The short things are less than 30 minutes. They're shorter. And then over the course of the 21 days, you want to have one big thing. That's you're going to plan one day where you're taking a whole day to yourself. Like that's the big day, right? So you want to make sure that you're looking at your calendars, you're making plans for yourself so that you really can, like fully de-stress. So yeah, just shout out to everyone that's doing their thing with that. Looks like this is going real well. Everyone keep up the good work with that.
Right. So I guess,
We good?
yeah, well, we have to announce
The winner?
the winner.
Okay.
It's the
You want,
rosemary oil.
gotcha. Who's making the announcement? You're making it or am I making it?
You want to do it since you just, I think
uh,
that because you've been doing, you want me, well, yeah, you normally do it. So we'll just keep it consistent.
all right, hold on. Let's make the announcement here. Hold on. I have a system of how I do this. So give me a second here. Let me work my system for a second here.
We got a lot of good feedback. I mean, a lot of good suggestions in terms of foods for the food library. Um, yeah. You remember making the kombucha, the mother, right? The SCOBY.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So we definitely got to add that course because Linda, she's interested in learning. A lot of good food ideas. A lot of good feedback for the one day shut-in.
Okay. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. You kind of told them some of the things that we had in store for them.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think we can start planning
Gotcha.
that.
So
Mhm.
so the winner for this evening's Health Warrior Roundtable is going to be Ikerti, Tina Majette.
All right.
So yeah, congratulations
Congratulations.
on that. That's a powerful oil right there. So that you can add that to your oil. Your
Well,
oil for
Arsenal.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, congratulations.
Yes. So anything else you want to add? Any Oh,
Um
Roxanne had said the stress challenge was very timely and getting ideas from people every day. Yes.
yeah,
And I heard you
absolutely.
say, yay, I love that oil.
Yeah. So yeah, nope, I'm good. I'm happy with the way things are going.
Right?
Yeah. Everyone's doing their thing.
All right, everyone. So enjoy the rest of your evening. I will as well. And we will see you next week. Enjoy your weekend. Keep on with the de-stress challenge. Keep up the great work, everyone. And that is it, right?
Yeah, that's
All
it. Stay
right.
healthy, everyone. Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings.